Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give Kohalon Yahweh, Bahashim, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass society, Babylon the Great. Set off that vibration week in and week out, and to let our people know who they are, to confess the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah to the public, to the people, whether they hear or whether they forbear our words, which come directly from the scriptures. We're not saying nothing different from what the scriptures instruct us to say in these last days, man. Right. So let's get straight into it. Let's get Revelation chapter 3 and verse 2. We see all the things that's happening on in the earth. Right? Different camps going, mighty works, X amount of videos going out, man, and showing you what Esau is doing. Now we're in a time right now where Esau is just being exposed. You know, everybody talking about the stuff that's going on with Russia. Bro, there's a lot of stuff. This is the year, obviously, it's the year of exposure. From the celebrities to the elites are being exposed for what they've been hiding, right? Everything that's been being hidden is being brought to light, man. And it made me think of this scripture right here where Yahweh Shah Mashiach said, then we're going to get that scripture. Bring it out. Because Hamashiach Yahweh Shah already warned us. He said in Luke chapter 12 and verse 2, he says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. And this is talking about all the unfruitful works of darkness that's been going on, pushing off the vibration, and why the masses of the people are in the situation that they are in today, man. It's because everything that Esau is doing. When you go to Sirach chapter 10, go to Sirach chapter 10 right quick. When we read Sirach chapter 10, it'll tell you that the way that the judge and the rulers are, that's how the people is going to be. So when you look at the masses of the people and you see how wicked and evil they are, man, they don't show no love, no mercy. This is the characteristics of the people that rule this country. This is how they always been. They just been hiding it and they teaching the masses to do it. Right? They teaching the masses to go against the Most High God. Right? This is the devil. This is why we call him the devil. But go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
You see that? As the judge and the ruler of the people is, so is all his officers. Now go ahead. So that's why you got police officers, when they pull you over, they do all the crookedest shit they can. Right? From the people that have license to the people that don't have license. Even the people that got license that's literally registered to drive on the street, they investigate a situation, a problematic thing to happen. And I was just talking about this, like when you got your license and you driving down the street, you're legally able to drive on the streets. You can drive on the streets legally. And they instigate a situation to happen and say, do you have any drugs or guns or anything in a car that can hurt me? When their whole point is the traffic stop to see if you are registered to drive on the streets. But they take it up a notch every time. Every time they take it up a notch. And it's because it's just like the rulers of the people, they want to see blood. And that's what it says about Esau. It says Esau pursued blood. Man, let me get that right quick. That's all Esau knows is blood, man. And he taught his officers to be the same way, right? That's why he made it in the police force. They get extra money, which is it's like commission for getting traffic busts. That's why the police is so big on busting you with drugs. But it's all a game of cat and mouse because the government is bringing the drugs in. They pumping it into what we know as the plugs. The plugs is given to their fishermen. It's all cat and mouse. And then the police, they send the police out as Tom to go catch Jerry, man. That's all it is.
Hey, man. If you don't know, on the other side of Tulsa, it's an area called 6-1. You feel me? That's what it's known as, or it's 61st in Peoria, right? In reality. So, what the police do is they traffic that area and they frequent that area, right, all day long, right? As if there's not larger crimes or real crimes going on in other areas of Tulsa, right? So I can tell you now, what's going on over there ain't nothing major going on over there. It's low level It's low-level Jake over there, man. They trying to get a couple dollars from the junkies. That's what's going on over there. It ain't no real. It's real crimes going on, but they don't. They know who the. They trying to oppress Jake. That's the snare that they set up. That's the trap that they set up, right? They make the cocaine. They make the this drug and that drug. They get it to the community, like you said, and you know they destroy us as a people and make a profit off of it. You know, that's their agenda.
Like who the fuck got the compounds, the ingredients to make fentanyl, bro?
Yeah.
That's government type shit. Y'all the only ones that can come up with those kind of ingredients and make a drug out of it, man. Y'all got these new drugs, and y'all really got them believing that there's some shit coming from Mexico.
Right.
Hey, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. We know this is the government who's doing that. They creating these drugs, and this is the same thing they did with crack. They push crack only in the black communities, man.
Right.
They tried to do that shit with fentanyl, but it backfired. Now you got all these white people having opioid crisis, right? But they ain't no war on drugs now. And I talk about no war on drugs like they did back in the 80s, man. When they was locking up 7, 8 month pregnant women and throwing them in jail, man, while they pregnant like that, man. Not helping them, giving the men 30 years for one crack rock. They not doing that shit with these Edomites, man.
Right.
They emphatically letting them slide. They giving them a slap on the wrist, so to speak. But going back to Sirach chapter 10, it says, so as the ruler is the same way as officers is. So you see how crooked the TPD is, or CPD, or whatever, wherever you are. That's how the rulers are. And in the way that the cops are, that's how the people gonna be too, man. Right? So you got something?
These are just prophecies, man, that our forefathers spoke a long time ago, man, because they had to understand that these things was gonna be going on in 2024, man. That's how real the Bible is.
And there's no new thing under the sun. The Romans was doing this same shit. They had Roman raid parties, man, where they would come through and just sack the Israelites. What y'all doing? Throwing them up against the wall, putting spears to their back, man. Doing all of that. Same shit. It's just they got guns now. It's the only thing. They still Romans. When you look at police department, bro, it's mature. You got a couple of Jake Coons here and there, but for the most part, they're all Romans, man. Right up. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver it, for a spoil, and none saith restore. So we are a people that's robbed and spoiled, man. We don't never get our just due. We don't never get what we deserve in this place, man. We the main consumers in America, bro. And we the ones who spend the most money in this country. And we ain't got nothing to show for it, though, man. And we get treated like shit.
Yeah. But that's because this ain't our rest, though. This ain't our home. And we shouldn't be making this place comfortable where it's our home.
Right.
Straight up, man. Hey, can you get Ezekiel 35? 35, and we're going to start at 5. 35 and 5. Because I was touching on how Esau, how he teaches officers to pursue blood, man. They looking to use those Glock 18, 19s, and 20s on you, man. They looking forward to using those Glocks on you, man. When they get new weapons, you think they thinking about using that shit on their people? No, they thinking about using it on you. They can't wait till you to get out of line so they can use the new weapon that was just issued.
They know they're going to get away with it.
Yeah. Because that's the modern day KKK. But go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 5.
Yes, sir.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
So it's all about the Israelites. When you cannot mention Esau without Jacob, you can't mention Jacob without Esau. That's just how it is. Until we get to the kingdom of heaven, man. That's when there's not going to be no more Esau after they get, they build up for a kingdom, then get his birthday, because he's the king to the earth, man. There's no way he's going to, even after we've been ruling 1,000 years, he's still going to be plotting on how to overthrow our kingdom. So he has to go, man. He was created to serve one purpose, and that's to be the wicked of the earth, man. That dude wasn't created for nothing else, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
They say, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
You see that the same way that you pursue blood, the blood of your brother, right? You broken the brotherly covenant with your brother and decided to pursue. No, that's all you think about is killing Jacob, man. Ever since Genesis 27, when Esau said, as soon as Jacob died, I'm gonna kill that nigga Esau. I mean, as soon as Isaac died, I'm gonna kill that nigga Jacob, man. And he's been doing it ever since. That's 2024, and his intentions is still to exterminate Israel, man. His brother, right? And if you really look at it, they like it's like a spiritual thing. It's like they know we real, like we twins, because Esau the only one walking around and call you brother, man. You don't hear Chinese, you don't hear A-Rods, none of that. You always hear the white man call you brother. He always called the Negroes and the Hispanics and the natives brother, man. It's like he knows. Spiritually, he know. He don't know physically, but he knows. If that makes sense. But that's all I want to get on it. I want to go back to Sirach chapter 10. Sirach chapter 10. It's a lot of shit going on. Believe it or not, what Putin did, what he just did recently, he opened up a whole can of worms, man. Straight up, man. Esau been working way too hard for him to just come out and just expose them like that, man. And it lets you know that Esau is doing something behind closed doors that Russia like, hell no. Okay, y'all want to play that? You're doing something, and I'm sure it's not just because they're funding Ukraine. I'm sure it's something else they plan on doing that Putin is not agreeing with. It's all through the spirit of the Most High God to make these nations go to war with each other. That's one of the last prophecies we know to happen, other than the mark of the beast and a couple of others.
It say, the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yep.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is?
The ruler of the city, the elites, the officials, government officials. They're official for what, though? They official to rule this country. And they doing a horrible ass job, man. But go ahead.
It say, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, so such are all they that dwell therein.
So all the people that's living here, look at how the people act. They on drugs. The elites are on drugs. Cocaine specifically. Them niggas is on cocaine worse than these motherfuckers out here on fentanyl, man. Cocaine is a rich man drug. That's how we know that they on that cocaine, man. So you see all these junkies around here, them elites is junkies too. You see all this thieving, those elites are thieves too. You see all this murder, them elites is murderers too.
Right.
Transgenderism, they into that shit too. I know you just seen where Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden, he's changing Easter to Transgender Day, man. He's trying to change. Yeah, bro, he's trying to change it to Transgender Day, bro. But that's what they into. That's Esau. That's what the Romans was into. Them passive ass Romans, man. The Greeks and the Romans was some faggots, man. And they got those rituals from Ham, man. Ham and Esau is the biggest faggots on earth, man. Everybody else love women except those two. Ham is some faggots, and Esau is some faggots, man. And we got scriptures that actually prove that. What Ham did to Noah. What Esau, Hebrews 12 and 16, what it said about Esau. It said that he was a profane and fornicator. Fornicator goes into adultery, lesbianism, homosexuality, and bestiality. We know Esau fits all those characteristics, man.
And the LGBTQ, so on and so forth. Them folks, if you really go through all the letters of what they get down with, like if you go through all the letters, like some of them believe in what you call it? They believe in grown person on children. Yep. You know, that's one of the letters. They call it, they say love is love. Child love. They say love is love, man. If you go through all the letters, you're gonna see what they really into. Yep. It ain't no way that something like that can exist and the government don't do away with it. It's because like I said, they with that shit. They get down like that too.
But what they focus on?
Right.
These niggas is focusing on dumbass shit instead of focusing on all these pedophiles. Here it is. They trying to expose Diddy. What y'all trying to expose him, but y'all just showing that y'all been knowing about this shit because y'all had federal agents come to raid his house. That means y'all been watching him do what he been doing, and we know there's plenty of more, man. Come on now, they're picking them off slow by one. They throwing them under the bus, man. But all of them, they all a part of that shit, man. It's all a distraction, though. They all trying to distract you from the main point, and that's what Putin brought out with the bridge collapsing. And the bridge didn't collapse, man. You can look at the video, and it was a fucking explosion. The damn train, I mean the boat hit on this side, and it was explosion on this side. Come on, man, make sense of that. They literally did that shit on purpose, man. And watch, guess what? Mark my words. The Ravens is gonna win the Super Bowl. That's just how they do stuff, man. The Ravens is gonna win the Super Bowl now. Watch. That's how they do things, man. But let's go to that Revelation chapter 3.
The book of Revelations, chapter 3. Chapter 3 and verse 2. Be watchful and strengthen the things that remain. And strengthen the things that remain.
You see that? The Bible tells us to be watchful. We're supposed to be watching for these kind of things. And it says, and strengthen the things that remain, the things that you hold on to the things that you know, the things that you've been learning and studying and watching other brothers bring out. You got to hold on to those things. Go ahead.
Strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. For I have not found thy works perfect before God.
And that's what we got to do. Yahweh Shah commanded us to be perfect. First and foremost, with a perfect mind, man. And then we got to make our works as perfect as possible. We got to make our faith as perfect as possible, man. Part of your works is getting your household in order. Can I get that right quick? In 2 Ezra chapter 14 and 13. We in the end, bro. I mean, come on, that solar eclipse shit. When you look how deep it is, man, something else is going on, bro. They signing executive orders. What we need an executive order for a solar eclipse? Why are y'all bringing in the National Guard for a solar eclipse? Why are you canceling all schools for a solar eclipse? Why are you doing all this?
I remember being at school on the days of a solar eclipse. There ain't no reason to cancel school.
Why are you telling the people that everything is going to be okay? They got everything under control. Why are you telling pet owners that your animals are going to go crazy on April 8th? But just remain calm. Why the fuck is all of this shit happening?
If it's just a solar eclipse.
If it's just, bro, we had plenty of solar eclipses. But what is this one?
Right.
Why is this so different? Why is it so different? Why do you need to bring the National Guard out? We talking about executive orders. Ohio signed an executive order telling the people that everything is okay. They're going to take care of everything. They have everything under control. What are you talking about? If it's a solar eclipse, you don't got nothing under control. We just got to sit back and watch it pass, right? Hell no, man. There's something else going on. Either it's something they gonna do during that solar eclipse, or it's something they doing during that solar eclipse. One of the two, man. Go ahead.
And say, the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order.
Start up a little bit more. I think it's start at 11 or 12. We talked about the parts.
Verse 11. It say verse 10. For the world has lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old.
It said the world has lost its youth, right? The natural things, the food, everything has lost its youth. Ain't nothing growing in abundance no more because everybody is just fucking the earth up, man. Throwing cigarette butts all in the grass, keeping the grass from growing. Everything. When you think, man, these seeds that people are planting in these gardens, man, that shit is fake, man. What you doing when you put those Walmart seeds in your ground, your shit will never grow no more without those seeds. That's a fact, man. They're called suicide seeds. They're called Terminator gene technology seeds, man. They do that shit purposely so that you can keep coming back to them to get their seeds. Ain't no natural seeds gonna grow in there if you went to Walmart and get seeds. Why do you think they put them in the middle of the aisles now? You seen that at Walmart? They put them in the middle of the aisles because they want you to take them. They want you to go. If I find a way to destroy your garden or your food supply and to make it where you can only come to me, I won. You need me. And that's what they doing. Go ahead.
It say, for the world hath lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts.
It says the world is divided into 12 parts. Go ahead.
And the 10 parts of it are gone already.
You hear that? Bro, we talk about in the time of Ezra. This is 3,000, probably 3,500 years ago. It says that 10 parts is already gone. Bro, 3,500 years ago, 10 parts is already gone. That's not good, man. That means, so go ahead.
And half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such as of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Can you read that for me one more time? Okay. I need you to read that one more time. 13.
Verse 13.
So 10 and a half parts is already gone. And then he gives us instructions on what to do because of how close we are to the end. And this is 3,000 to 3,500 years ago, man. Go ahead.
And the remaining.
Now you got people thinking we've been here for millions of years and shit. Like, I'm not about to argue with. If you think we've been here for a million years, nigga, you believe in dinosaurs then. Show us some dinosaur archaeology artifacts, man. Show us that shit is real. You believe in dinosaurs, bro? Like, you got grown ass men 50 and 60 years old. They want to argue about we've been here over millions of years. Bro, we ain't been here no damn millions of years. Esau would have been had this earth destroyed, man. A million years ago. Go ahead.
It say now, therefore set thine house in order.
He says, this is part of your works. And we read what part of your works that we read about in Revelation chapter 3. He says, what?
Now therefore set thine house in order.
So first you got to set your house in order. And that shit ain't easy, man. That takes time to do. Right? You got a lot of brothers, they ain't teaching their household, man. They ain't teaching their household nothing, man. They just let their wives and their children do whatever, man. Do whatever they want to. There's no order, there's no structure in their house, man. They just do whatever the hell they want, man. Right? But go ahead.
And say, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
And you see how I left it with the men, because that's the head of the house. According to the scriptures, 1 Corinthians 11, hey, Genesis chapter 3, you the head of the house. You're supposed to be ruling over your house. So when the Lord pull up with his destruction, he gonna come holler at Adam, not Eve, man. Right? That don't mean Eve ain't gonna be held accountable too, but he gonna come pull up on Adam, man. But the first of your works, of course, is getting your house in order by way of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Go ahead.
Let's say, instead of let go from the mortal thought.
Let go from the mortal thoughts. What is mortal thoughts? You thinking about how you gonna pay your bills. You thinking about this. You thinking about that. We go over this shit all the time. Let go of all of that, man. Right? If you sick, let go of all of that. Right? All of these things that if you thinking about you gonna die, let go of all of that.
Right?
Because that's mortal thoughts, man. Anything that a mortal thinks, you not be thinking like that. And I done a lesson, me and a brother, we did a lesson over that not too long ago, how your mind's supposed to be on immortality.
Right.
You're supposed to be thinking with an immortality mindset, not with a damn mortal mind state. Now, of course, we gotta live by the standards of this world because we are mortals here, but our mind should be thinking immortality.
Right.
Like when people say, bro, I ain't gonna live forever, I'll be like, shit, that's you. I don't think like that, bro.
Hey, people like everybody gotta die someday.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know about that, bro.
that ain't my goals.
That's yeah, exactly. That's not our goals, bro. Even if that's true, that's not our goals, right? Our goals is eternal life, right? Immortality, right? Give me that as Wisdom of Solomon, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and we can start at 16. Our goal is immortality. We gonna go back to I'm on 7.
The book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 6. But they were troubled for a small season.
So is that 16 to 6? No, 6 and 6.
of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 10.
And this is a wise person, right? Because this is what is going over wisdom, immortality. But go ahead.
For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her.
So wisdom go about seeking such as worthy of her, and have a decent mindset that can think that far off, man. Right? Go ahead.
Showeth herself favorable unto them in the way, and meeteth them in every thought.
And meted them in every thought. When we talk about meted them in every thought, bro, a lot of people do a lot of dumb ass shit, man. And wisdom be actually meeting them in their thoughts, but guess what? They reject wisdom, man. And that's why in a situation, that's why the Lord actually leaves people in the situation they be in. Because wisdom met you halfway. You don't listen to it, right? It talks about wisdom being laws, man. Right, go ahead.
It say, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline.
See, the very true beginning of wisdom is the desire of discipline. You have to learn to discipline yourself, man. You can't be over it, even if it's lawful, man. You can't just over it and just because it's lawful to do.
Right.
Right, go ahead.
And the care of discipline is
love. When you discipline yourself, it ultimately leads to love. You love yourself, or you love other people around you, because a lot of stuff you do, a lot of people watching, and it's gonna cause them to do the same thing. So you're not only loving yourself, you're loving other people around you too, right? So this is how you show love according to wisdom, right? Go ahead.
It say, and love is the keeping of her laws.
See, it talks about wisdom having laws, but wisdom is the perfect of the laws. Wisdom is the details of the laws. Straight up, you got the laws, statutes, commandments, which is black and white, man. Do's and don'ts. But then you have wisdom that's gonna help you be honorable. Like, oh, he applied that perfectly where it was supposed to be applied, man. Right, go ahead.
And say, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Of incorruption. If you want it to be immortality, if you want to be incorruptible, you have to think about wisdom on a daily basis. And only a wise person is wise enough to say, like, you know what I'm saying? When somebody be like, man, we all gonna die. A wise person would be like, bro, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you only wise when you believe in the scriptures, of course. A person that believes in the scriptures, they're gonna be like, bro, I don't know about that, man. Our goals is to pass from death to life, man. Right. Like Yahweh Shah Mashiach said, in a twinkling of an eye, man. Getting ascended up into the forever we be with the Lord, man. With immortality, man. On our inward parts. Right, but go ahead. Because it's more on that.
And incorruption maketh us near unto God.
Why? Because the Most High God is immortal. He's immortal. He's incorruptible. So that makes us even that much closer to the Most High God, man. If you keep the laws and the statutes and commandments, you already have a God-like complex. Bro, when you look at these scriptures, this is his thoughts. This is how a God thinks. So if you put this, and then you put the wisdom on top of it, and then you get the immortality right after that, that's how much the Most High God, man. You'll never be Yahweh, of course. You'll never be Yahweh Shah, but it's nearer to him, closer to him. Right? Go ahead. Like when in the beginning where it says, let us make man in our image. Right? God goes back to Elahayah or Elahayim, which means power. Right, go ahead.
And say, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
That's what we want. And so what does this tell you right here? That scripture tell you everybody ain't gonna make it because everybody don't use wisdom on their journey, on their path, man. A lot of niggas in the truth, they act dumb as hell, man. They act like they don't know what's going on. They don't want to read, they don't want to study, they don't do nothing, man. They just sit around and do nothing, asking dumbass questions about multiple wives, man. Like, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing about no multiple wives if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do for the ministry, bro. But you hear that. You hear multiple wives, multiple wives, multiple wives. It's like, bro, you're going to get multiple wives if you don't get out and grit, man. Get on your grizzly ASAP. Straight up.
Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 1. Oh Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsel. So it's a lot of counsels out here. You got wisdom that's not wisdom from God. It's wisdom, earthly wisdom. And people try to, like, the love of money. In the world, if you love money, people consider you to be wise. But according to the Bible, the love of money is the root of all evil. We don't love money, we love God. We use money for its intended purpose, and we leave it at that. And we serve the Most High God wholeheartedly, right? That's the counsel of the Bible. Love the Most High with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength, right? That's what the Bible teaches. It say, and let me not fall by them. Because if you listen to their counsels, you're going to fall by it, man. If you worship sex, you just like the world. Adultery, fornication,
lasciviousness,
all of that.
heresy, blasphemy, variance.
Right.
You want to be different from your people, or emulation. You want to be better than your people. All of that shit, man.
That's the type of shit that's going to make you fall. So it say, verse 2, who will set scourges over my thoughts? If you don't know what a scourge is a whip. Bow. It say, who will set scourges over my thoughts? And the discipline of wisdom over my heart. The heart is your mind, right? That they spare me not for mine ignorances, and it pass not by my sins. So when you do some dumb shit, or you think some dumb shit, you want wisdom to come in. Wow. Nigga, don't be thinking like that. You do something stupid, you want wisdom to pull up on your mind, and yeah, don't be doing that. That's what you want wisdom to do for you. So your ignorance don't increase. So you can stop doing the wrong things and start doing the right things and using wisdom, like you said, at the right time. You don't want to be doing dumb shit. Wisdom ain't talking to you. You want wisdom to be right in your mind. Like, soon as you do some dumb shit, yeah, don't do that.
Hey, and it tells you that in the scriptures. It says that a man of understanding knoweth when he's slipping.
Right.
A man of understanding, he don't, because wisdom met him. Wisdom came and pulled up on him like, bro, you know that was stupid as hell what you said, right? Or
Right.
what you did, right? You know you're gonna be punished for that. Can you get some? You got some more? Go to Sirach chapter 4 right quick, because what you just said, that was perfect, man. Sirach 4. It's going well. Go with 17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 17. For at the first, she will walk with him by crooked ways.
It's talking about wisdom. At the first, wisdom gonna walk with you a crooked way. Even though you got these wicked ass niggas out here in the world, wisdom still gonna walk with them and let them know, like, bro, you know this is stupid. That's why a lot of people, they stop doing stupid. Right? They stop because wisdom is telling them, bro, this shit is dumb, bro. You keep doing this, you're gonna end up in the grave. You keep doing this, you're gonna end up in jail.
Right.
You keep doing this, you're gonna end up a crackhead or whatever the case. Go ahead.
And they say, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him.
That's what wisdom do. Bow, you know that shit was dumb, right? Bring fear and dread upon you. The Most High gonna get on your ass for that. I hope you understand that. Straight up.
Right.
Don't ever think Sirach 7 and 8, nigga. Don't ever think you about to get away with your sins. You're not, bro. None of us. Even though we know we sin, and the Most High know we sin, you still gonna be punished for that sin, man.
Yep.
That's why you gotta minimize that shit the best way you know how, man.
And then when it comes, accept it. Yep. Don't get upset with the Most High, because he really showing you mercy, and he give you less than your iniquity deserve. Yep. So you might as well just do what you can. You know, whatever he do to you, you give our praises, and you try to make it through that.
Because you know what it does, bro? It should build your character. Yeah. It should build your character. It's a couple of things that I've done in the truth, not just worthy of death, but it's still certain things I'm like, bro, it built my character where I look for those kind of things so I can shoot them all the way down, man.
Right.
So I can empty the clip on them, man.
It increase your fear of the Most High to the point where you like, that I will never do that again.
I ain't fucking with it, man.
Because it ain't worth it. And that's how it should be, man. The fear of the Most High is the root of wisdom. Go Sirach, chapter 4, verse 18. Then will she return the straight way. It say, for at the first you will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul.
Until she may trust his soul, man. Meaning, until he get to the point where he really understand, and he really not just out here making dumbass decisions, which is the Hebrew Israelites, man. Everybody else, they just doing what the fuck they want to do, man. They just doing what they want to do. They not allowing wisdom to meet them halfway. Niggas think it's a fool. I heard a camp say, bro, only wisdom is for the weak. You heard a camp say that, bro. You still watching them, bro? You crazy. And they were all black. I'm gonna say that. They said wisdom is for cowards. That's what they said. Wisdom is for cowards. You heard niggas talk like that. It's like, bro, hold on, bro. They say wisdom is the performance of the law, though. So y'all don't keep the law now? And we talking about a leader of they camp who said that shit, bro. And I can't watch them, man. If I watch them, it's to learn how not to be. All right, because I do watch camps and learn how not to be, man. That's a fact. All right.
It's saying, the fear of the Lord is the root of wisdom. So if you're doing away with wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You're doing away with the fear of the Lord. You can't do away with the fear of the Lord. You can't do away with the wisdom. You can't do away with the laws, man. Because they all go hand in hand, man. The keeping of the laws, that's wisdom. They all go hand in hand. So, yeah, if somebody's saying something like that, that's not correct according to scripture. I don't know what the hell they meant. Hey, man.
It really don't matter when you make situations. When you put yourself in a situation like that and you a leader of a camp, when you say something like that, bro, we don't even care where you got it from. Nigga, you said that was dumb, bro. You didn't even have to say that. But go ahead.
I can't figure that one out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, and verse, let's say, 18. It say, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul.
So this is all a mentality thing. When you want the knowledge of the truth, man, a lot of the times, bro, you be fixing what you got going on in your life and your journey and your path simply off because you don't want to get judged by the Most High God, man. That's wisdom tormenting you with their fear and discipline. When you read Sirach chapter 1, go to Sirach chapter 1 right quick. Stay on that, but go to Sirach chapter 1. 1 and 1.
Book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 1. All wisdom cometh from the Lord, and is with him forever.
You see that? All wisdom coming from the Lord. So when it says wisdom is going to discipline you, ultimately it's the Most High God disciplining you. He's putting it on your mind like, bro, I'm going to get you for that. That's all, like, you're not thinking that on your own, like, bro, I know I'm going to pay for that shit. Now, that's the Most High telling you you're going to pay for that. It tells you in the scriptures, there's two precepts in Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 18, and you got 2 Ezra chapter 16, where he tells you that your own sins are going to come to thought in the day of judgment. You're going to know why you're getting punished. All of us are. I'm sure there's times where you did stuff you know was off, and you got punished, and you accepted it like a man or a woman because you knew you had did something previously to deserve it, man. That's wisdom tormenting you with the discipline, letting you know, bro, come on, bro, you ain't getting away with that. Sometimes it's immediately, sometimes it's not. But if you forget about it, that don't mean that ain't what that is, man. You got punished for something you did. Because it's sometimes we forget. We're like, damn, what the hell I do? It's something you did. And you got to learn from that. But let's keep going.
It says, verse 18, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets.
And this is where the brothers is breaking down parables, dark saying sentences, right? Going into Psalms, going into showing how Yahushua was in the book of Psalms, showing how breaking down the Songs of Solomon, breaking down Wisdom of Solomon, breaking down all these books, Revelation, breaking down all these books that's hard to be understood because wisdom trusts that man now. Wisdom, he's being filled with wisdom now because he's already been disciplined. He understands. He's not just gonna go astray and do some dumb shit, man. Now we all do dumb shit. We talking about continually, consistently. Go ahead.
But if he go wrong,
though, if that man consistently get into sin, which we seen brothers and sisters do it,
A lot of brothers and sisters fall out the truth all the time, man. All the time. Niggas just go, man. Why? Because this, boy.
If he go wrong, she will forsake him.
So when you see brothers, it seemed like they just no longer want to be in the truth. Now, them niggas been in sin, man. They ain't listening to wisdom. They ain't listening to the performance of the laws, man. And I keep saying that, so let me get it right there. Sirach 19. And when you read Sirach 19 and 20, it says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Right? If you want immortality, if you want life, like Yahweh always says, pass from death to life, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, the Most High increase you with wisdom, which is the details on the law. Like I said, to be a more honorable man or woman, like the scriptures, like the prophets, and the rest of the people that's in the apostles, and the rest of the people that's in the scriptures. It says, and they that do the things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. There we go again with that word immortality. If you want it, do what's pleasing unto the Most High God. And then it says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. So the wisest people on the earth that have all wisdom is the ones that fear the Most High God, man.
That's right.
Those are the ones that have all wisdom. Now, not unmeasurable wisdom like Yahweh Shah, but they got all the wisdom that they need for sure to go on their journey, they walk. Go ahead.
Because the fear of the Lord, that's where wisdom comes from. If you don't fear the Lord is all wisdom, because that's where wisdom comes from. Remember, it say the fear of the Lord is the root of wisdom. If you know anything about plants, first you plant the seed, then it takes root before it becomes. If you know anything about, you got the damn Edomites, you know, they think that's cool, man. That's what they do what they like, right? Yeah, man. You know, we gonna go get wisdom though. That's what we are. So, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and remember, the scripture says that the fear of the Lord is the root of wisdom. So, if you know anything about plants, you plant the seed, then it take root first, then it grow up and become a flower or a great big tree. But first, it gotta have the root. Ain't no plant, nothing that grows take hold without first having a root when it comes to plant life. And if it don't have a root, it's weak. It's gonna get rooted out. That's why they got that word, rooted out, right?
That's why you need a plant tree so you get that so you can be healthy.
Yeah. You see that? See my young life, no man, he understand. Like just when it take root, guess what? You want it to produce something. You want it to produce something fruitful, right? So when you have the fear of the Most High God, it gives you all this wisdom. So like I said, so you can be an honorable man, which is your fruits. So in a young life, we right here with you, man. Right up. Go ahead. Go to second. Go back to second.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13.
Yes, sir.
Now we went through all of that just to come back to land our point back in 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 13. What did it say?
And therefore, let's say now, therefore, set thine house in order.
So my point was, and I remember my point, I just wanted to go into that just to prove my point, right? But my point is you have to set your house in order by way of the law, statutes, and commandments, by way of teaching them what wisdom is and how to be an honorable man, woman, or child, man, which is goes back to the laws. The Most I said, bro, just keep my laws and I increase you with wisdom, man. He says, if anybody want wisdom, ask, pray, and I'll give it to you. It's not that hard, man. Just do what the Most I told you to do, man. Now I get it. We're gonna use the word to use it to the best of our ability. Do it though, like on the real. But go ahead.
Get it done, man.
Yeah, get that
It
done.
ain't no excuse. We say to the best of our abilities, but it ain't no excuse for not doing it.
It really ain't. What excuse you got? Like when we talked to what's his name, the Native American brother that come and go.
Yeah,
He was just like, bro, I just been getting distracted by the world. Bro, he knew that the other night was the Sabbath. He knew about the fringes. He knew all that. But bro, he was just all out of whack, man. Wisdom was meeting him halfway, but he didn't want to grab. He didn't want to take hold of it. So wisdom forsook him, man.
Yeah. Wisdom put her voice in the streets, man. It ain't difficult, it's people in the world that got a small amount of wisdom, man. When you find it, and it's meeting halfway, it's up to you if you're gonna take it. Some people get it, some people don't. And you got brothers that's in the truth who have been blessed with the understanding and the abundance of wisdom. It's gonna hit different.
Verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. Put off now the weak nature.
So he says, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. You didn't finish that. You didn't read all 13.
Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. And
You
now
see that? He says, reprove thy. So you got to set your house in order. That's the first works. The more of the first works is going out to reprove your people. So getting your house in order and going out to the highways and byways is all the works you need to get salvation, man. That's what you need to get salvation in these last days. But go ahead. It says reprove thy people in what?
it said reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And now renounce corruption. It say, let go from
No,
thee.
hold on. Start one more time. Slide.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order
Set that house in order. Go ahead.
and reprove thy people.
Go out to the highway. How can we do that? We go out to the highways and byways and reprove our people. What else?
And it say comfort such of them as be in trouble.
Because our people are in trouble. That's why we have a term or a title for what's to come, which is called Jacob's trouble. But we're here to comfort our people and let them know that there's a way to escape Jacob's trouble by way of the Most High. And what precept is that? Let's go to Proverbs 18 and 10. There's a way to be comforted through all this trouble. And a lot of people, they click on those videos because they want that comfort by way of the scriptures of the Most High, saying, I am the Lord. I will protect you in the days that's coming upon. The days of my wrath, I will not have wrath upon you. I will save you, O thy mother with thy children. Those are the kind of scriptures that we bring out. That it goes back to 2nd Ezra 13. He says, comfort thy people. That's what we do. We comfort them with the scriptures to let you know. If you're doing what the Most High told you to do, you don't have nothing to worry about, man. Nothing to worry about at all. And that's a fact, man. We wholeheartedly believe in that, man. We are true believers in the scriptures, man. These heathen don't believe in the Bible, man. You got these motherfuckers. Like when we want to know the history and more about our people, guess who teaches it to us? We got Esau teaching it to us, but this nigga don't believe that shit, man. He don't believe that. Like I was watching it's a documentary about what was going on in Egypt, like how Moses got put in that basket and put in the Nile River and sent up the river, how Pharaoh's sister grabbed him and all of that, man. It's a documentary. Guess who explaining it, man? Esau is the only one explaining it, man. The only one explaining it. Like, bro, you don't fucking know, man. The Most High can reveal it to us through the Spirit, and that should be good enough. You should be listening to us, but they not, man.
We was just talking about this before we cut the camera on, man. The Israelites, if you really got discernment and you can see with your eyes, the Israelites is the ones teaching the world about the Bible right now.
Yo,
Ain't no fruitful words coming out of Christianity. They ain't got no breakdowns. They got nothing. And they ain't had nothing for years since I've been a kid, man. It's only getting more wackier and off.
that's what we call it, wacky doctrines.
But if you really pay attention, you will see they starting to try to integrate our breakdowns on the slide, man. They starting to try to use our lingo, so-called. They stealing our breakdowns just to keep it a buck, just keep it $1 with you, man. You got eyes to see that, man. We the ones who teaching the world about it. about the scripture.
Like, and that's cool though. They can do that. But at the same time, bro, like, make sure you're doing it right.
We the ones teaching the word about righteousness, man. It's rubbing off. Pretty soon, the gospel gonna be heard all around the world, man. Look what Russia just did. Look what Russia just did, man. They just exposed the fact that all the prophets and the apostles and our Lord Yahweh Shah, that they was black people, man. If you put two and two together, like Jake said, you can see that they was the black people. The black people are Israelites. Because all these people,
Bro, you got the nation that's going to war with all nations right now. They want the funk with all nations telling you. You crazy.
so Christ was you have to what it was
Salakia, man. Internet tripping out right now. All right, so now let's go back to the original point, which is 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 13. Comfort in our people. But we was going over how Vladimir Putin, he was showing how the blacks, the so-called Negroes, how all the images go back to us, which it proves that us teaching iconoclasm was a real thing. It proves, before we get that, go to 1 Maccabees 3 and 48 right quick. It proves that that scripture, that document in history is facts, man. It's damn white Jesus, man. Come on, bro. We gotta let that image and that name go, man. You still believe in that name, bro? You better stop now, man. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. You better stop calling on that name, man. Because you're gonna be calling on that name in Jacob's trouble and you're not gonna get an answer, man. That is literally an idol, man. Yeah. That's a heathen man whose name's Cesare Borgia. And that is the Bourget family. And you can look up the documentary. There's a documentary on them, man. There's a documentary on the Bourget family, man. They was a family of murderers, man. Rapists. Everybody talk about how Cesare Bourget raped his own sister, man. That's a real thing. Right, but go ahead. You want to say something?
What? The book of First Maccabees, chapter 48, 3 and 48. The book of Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. It say, and laid open the book of the law.
This is what the heathens did. This is where iconoclasm come in. Go ahead.
Wherein the heathen
Had
sought to paint the likeness of their image.
And that's why we have the chief adversary. The chief adversary ain't talking about Hashatan. The chief adversary is Esau, man. And that's why you have white Jesus, man. You don't have Arab Jesus. You don't have African Jesus. You don't have Chinese Jesus. You got white Jesus. Which means when it's talking about the heathen have changed it, it's talking about specifically Esau, man. He changed it. Right? That's what's going on. And Vladimir Putin is exposing it. Now, we've been exposing it. But who's listening to us, right? So now that Vladimir, the Most High God, put the spirit on Vladimir Putin to do that, now everybody's going to start paying attention to us even more now. Watch. But let's go back to the second Esdras.
It say, reprove thy people, comfort such as them as be in trouble.
So that's what we doing. We're reproving our people and letting them know, like, bro, this is your God. This is your heritage. It's a history book. He didn't die for all nations. This is how we reprove our people, rebuke our people. Right? Go ahead.
Right? And now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Yep.
Cast away the burdens of man.
All them problems you got in the world, the Bible tell you to cast them away. Us being in the what? The 2.5 parts left, which was back in 3,500 years ago. So imagine, we probably ain't even at a quarter of a part left. Going back to second Esdras 14 and 11. It says 10.5 parts is already gone. And then that was 3,500 years ago. We here in 2024. Imagine how many more parts is gone.
Right.
So we need to be putting off the burden of man. All that shit we worried about, we gotta let that shit go, man. We entered into a new phase. The fact what Vladimir Putin has did. We entered into a new phase, man.
Yeah. Hey, we closer than we ever been, man.
Yep.
And I don't mean that just because it's a new day. I mean because of the things that's going on in these days. If you match what's going on to the prophecies, hey, man, we real close, man. Your fear should be increasing. Your urge to get right should be increasing. It ain't no time to play around, man. Hey, the kingdom of heaven is not, man. Yahweh Shai, he's knocking at the door, man.
And he said, if you open, he'll come sup with you.
Yeah.
And we know who he's supping with because these brothers is out there doing what he told them to do. Right? Ain't nobody telling you to do 6, 7, 8 videos a week. Bro, you got to be doing something. You got to be doing something for the ministry, man. Hey, you can't be blaming somebody else while you ain't doing it either. Because a lot of niggas be doing that, man. They'll blame a whole nother man while they not serving God.
Right.
Hey, bro, what the hell? You the weakest of them all.
Niggas got too much going on in their personal life.
That's what it be.
That's
That's what it be.
God, man.
You got too much going on, bro. You getting everything you want, everything going right for you, and you thinking that that's the Most High God blessing you when you don't understand that Satan can bless you too. Nigga, if you're not serving, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do according to the law, statutes, commandments, including feast days, you're not going up to the highways and byways, the New Testament, what Yahweh I told you to do, and you getting an abundance of things.
You gotta understand whether it's Satan or whether it's the Most High.
Bro, that ain't the Most High, bro.
Most High bless you for doing what He told you.
Yeah.
Not. It ain't for you to. Hey, the scriptures say this grace that we got. It's not for you to use it as an occasion to the flesh.
Yep.
It ain't for you to damn kick it with your wife and your kids all the time, man. That's
Every
your
day, all
blessing,
day.
right? But you gotta go do the work. That's part of sacrificing. That's part of laying down your life for this ministry.
Hey,
man.
Paul said, those that have wives as be as though they had none. What does that mean? Why is that in the scriptures? He says, those that have wives should be as though they had none. Bro, you should be busy. You gotta stay busy, bro. A lot of niggas think they gonna see shit happen and then they gonna come into the knowledge of the truth. Bro, the angels are already marking everything down, man.
They're marking everything down.
Hey, and if you think you just gonna slide in and you like, oh well, it ain't even about all that. It's just about faith.
Hey, imagine the doors closed and you just like through the side. You don't know. Hell no.
Going down like that, bro.
Hey, you know in the movies where they do that, the door be like cracked and they be like,
or it'll be coming down and they
Yeah, they'll-
slide in there. It ain't
fall
happening.
under that door. Nah.
Hey, it's a look. Your faith is determined off your works. So if you really have faith, like you say, you'll be doing what you'll be obeying.
Exactly.
That's how you measure your faith, by the work.
And that's how you know you got some poor faith, man.
Right.
You got some poor ass faith. First and foremost, if you allow, what it say in Romans 8:35. If you're watching, you really paying attention to what we're saying right now. Read Romans 8:35. It says not even angels should be able to separate you from the love of Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Right.
Which is the love of Yahweh Shah Mashiach is doing what he instructed you to do. Go out there to the highways and byways. Love, first and foremost, love the Father. He already gave us the instructions on how to do that. He gave us the instructions on how to love our brother, and he gave us instructions on what to do to build up riches in the kingdom, man. And that's going out there to the highways and the byways, doing your sit downs. Brothers pass out flyers. Brothers is evangelists. Some brothers is prophets. Like we even got pastors that's still in the pulpit right now. They just changed. They changed their name and they changed they doctrine, man. We got pastors right now. Didn't change. They changed their church name. They changed their name and they changed the doctrine in the church, man. So we still got pastors, evangelists, prophets, pastors, teachers. You got brothers. They don't, bro. You got teachers. Some teachers, bro, they go places just to teach people. And they be in the front of Walmart. They ain't got the whole setup, but they hey, brother, you believe in the Bible? Hey, can I show you something right quick? Boom, 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 boom. Let him go on about his business. Hey, brothers, you believe in the Bible? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, sis, you believe in the Bible? Boom, boom, boom. That's a teacher. That's what he do. Or he do nothing but sit downs. He do nothing but sit downs. That's okay. But bro, you got niggas ain't doing shit telling them. You can't tell them that they don't serve God. Bro, what the Bible tell us that. What you talking about? And if you read it, you would know you ain't serving God. Ain't that crazy? If you read it, you would know you ain't serving God. That's crazy stuff to say.
Right.
All right.
You think you're getting in because you ain't really reading the scriptures for what they say.
Yeah.
You think you're doing the right thing because you ain't really reading the scriptures for what they say.
Got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. That's right.
It's a 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, right? And haste thee to flee from these clouds. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
You see that? He's telling you, he like, bro, put off the burden of man, cast away these mortal thoughts, everything that's heavy unto you, let it go, man. He said, because it's greater shit coming. Come on, man, that's the best advice you can get. What else you need, bro? What else advice do you need? He's like, bro, let all that shit go, bro, because this week we about to enter into some crazy times. And if you worried about all of that, you definitely ain't gonna make it, man. Niggas worried about his substance. Bro, you ain't gonna make it if you worried about what's gonna happen to your stuff at home, man. Me and the brothers was just talking about that earlier, bro. I am so ready to get rid of the stuff that I have because it's really a burden. If you really be honest now, I gotta maintain these things. Of course, it's my home, it's my family and all that, but at the end of the day, it'll be so easy for me and my house to just get up and leave everything behind. You don't have to worry about the internet bill. You don't have to worry about the electric bill. You don't got to worry about car insurance. You don't got to worry about house insurance. We don't got to worry about ADT. You don't got to worry about none of that shit. That shit is all over this. So you're going to have a peace of mind when you let go of all that shit. Watch. And I really believe that once we really leave that house and we go, like in the Billion Pilgrims, bro, we don't have a peace of mind, man.
We're gonna give all praises in that day, man.
Yeah. Don't give all praises.
We're gonna it's gonna be over with the rat race.
Yeah.
No more rat race, man.
All right, let's go back to Revelation. All
Revelation chapter 3.
The book of Revelation.
We brought out one precept and bro got a whole lesson out of it. All praises to the Most High, man. That's how it should be, man.
It say Revelation chapter 3 and verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard.
Remember, that's what we got to do. Everything that we just brought out, you got to remember what you received and what you heard. Blessed is he that readeth, and blessed is he that heareth the words of the prophecy. Roughly paraphrasing. Go ahead.
And it's saying, hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
When he say I come upon you, it's talking about the destruction that's coming first and foremost. And then him come and deliver the people that was watching out of that destruction. He says, if you ain't paying attention, bro, that destruction gonna come up on you like a thief, man. Martial law, everything just gonna get cracking off. And you was freaking off, man. You wasn't watching the art, you wasn't reading the articles, you wasn't reading the scriptures, you wasn't doing none of that, man. You was just doing whatever you wanted to do. And that's a lot of people. They just do whatever, bro. It's like, bro, are you crazy? You know what you're supposed to be doing and you do it, did not.
Right. Yeah. It's evil too.
Yeah. You thinking that you got better stuff to do. Straight up, go ahead, keep reading that though.
He say, thou hast a few names even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments.
Beautiful. That means they had it going on in the church of Sardis. Go ahead.
And they shall walk with me in white.
Ooh, we know what that white goes back to. That goes back to Revelation chapter 19. Let me get it right quick. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So in Revelation chapter 19, in verse 7, it says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. So this is talking about Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah just said in Revelation chapter 3, you're going to walk with me in white garments, man. It says, which is righteousness. It says, the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, which is the garment. It says, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. So read that part again. What he's about to read is talking about the righteousness, your righteousness. Yahweh Shah said, you're going to walk with me in righteousness. That means you following me accordingly. You following me how you're supposed to be. And you best believe that there's people out here that's following Yahweh Shah the way they're supposed to be.
It say, which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy.
For they are worthy. Like I said, there's people out here right now that's actually following Yahweh Shah, man, the way they're supposed to. And they're going to get that white stone in their hand. And that white stone is for you to be acquitted on all charges. The black stone is you guilty of all charges. You want to have that white stone in your hand so you can be acquitted on all charges. Meaning all the sins that you did commit in the truth, the Most High is going to pardon you from it. All thing you got to do is, keep walking that walk, increasing in the knowledge of following Yahweh Shah, the excellency of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Keep on going, keep on growing, keep building. Don't fucking go backwards, man. Go forward.
Yeah. Don't be scared to do it, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit you overcautious about. You think you can't pull it off.
Bro, you got a lot of niggas, they scared to go out to the highways because they think Esau gonna pull up and start shooting. Like, bro, get the
That's be the last. Hey, Yahweh Shah said, we fear not them that kill the body, man. We fear him who can kill the body and the soul in hell, bro. If Esau pulled up and killed us, I'm praising to the Most High.
That's what I was just about to say, bro. That's you get 100-fold in the kingdom, bro. That's what the scripture say. You get 100-fold. It says in his word, it says, blessed is he that dieth in the Lord from henceforth. It says that his works do follow him.
Right. It's niggas that got shot down and killed by the police for stupid or for a less worthy cause, man.
And they felt like it was worthy. You got niggas that's dying for gains, but they're coming to the knowledge of the truth and they scared to die.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Get the hell out of here. Or you ain't have to be from a gang. You just a gangster, period. You a thug. You all it is. But you coming to the knowledge of the truth, you're scared to die now.
This is part of laying your life down, man. We know we risking our lives out here, man. We not ignorant to the fact.
We just not scared of that, bro. It's worse shit. Fulfill the word, you damn sure gonna die, man. For real. For a fact gonna die.
And have to worry about that like a fire, which is the second death. But
Right.
let's continue.
Let's say, and they shall walk with me in white, for
Uh-huh.
they are worthy.
Uh-huh.
He that overcometh,
He that overcometh, meaning enduring it to the end. Like we were talking to some brothers the other day, they said that they were saved already. Guess what, bro? They was young, man. They wasn't even 18 yet. Talking about they saved already. They learned that shit from you elders, man. And y'all gonna pay for teaching them in the wrong direction. It says, he that teaches him to give me that Matthew 5:17. You teaching them not to keep the laws, statutes, commandments, teaching them that they saved already, man. And you gonna pay for that. You're gonna be the least in the kingdom.
Right.
Who gonna be the least in the kingdom? Right. You gonna die, man.
the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
One shot or one tittle shall no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Bro, think about it. If you really think about what he's saying, even when all be fulfilled, that means the kingdom is here. That means we're going to be on our inward parts anyway. So he basically saying, bro, it's going to always be here.
Right.
He says, one jot or one tittle shall not pass from the law until all be fulfilled, till all the prophecies be fulfilled. Now, when all the prophecies fulfilled, that's when the laws is going to be on our inward parts. So there's never going to be a time we got to keep the laws, man. But go ahead.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
And there's a lot of niggas doing that. A lot of women doing it. But I'm dealing with the men. There's a lot of men that's breaking the laws and they not teaching their house to keep the laws, statutes, commandments, man. A lot of niggas think fringes ain't a big deal. Hey, you even got people teaching that fringes ain't a big deal. But then they so focused on niggas having lineups. You be like, bro, hold on. So you saying this nigga wicked for having lineups, but then you teaching against fringes. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But that's what be going on. But the initial point is you got people actually teaching. They breaking the laws and they not teaching their wives or their children to keep the laws either. Go ahead.
It said, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
You're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
And that's what we want to be. We want to be called great in the kingdom of heaven, man. We want to be. We don't got to be the 144,000. There's going to be kings and princes in the kingdom of heaven, man. I just want to be great in the kingdom, man. I don't want to be no small fry ass dude like how I'm here, like how I am here. I want to be great in the kingdom, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be great in the kingdom.
There's nothing wrong with that mentality. That's the perfect mentality, right? Because man, I have to. It's like where your treasure is, that's where your heart gonna be also. Our treasure and our heart is toward the kingdom. We want to be great in the kingdom. That's where our treasure is. That's what we value, man. That's what we desire, man. We don't care about having it here, man. We gonna do what we need to do. You gonna get what the Lord feel like you deserve on this side, and then you gonna get the true reward on the other side, man. But that's the point of persevering. That's the point of enduring. That's the point of enduring until the end, Lord willing, we do, right? Because that's where our heart is. So let's keep going. It say, verse 5. Are you on 5 Revelation? 3 and 5. He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life.
You see that? That's what you don't want, bro. You do not want your name blotted out of that book of life. Because look, it tells you in Revelation chapter 20. It says, Revelation chapter 20 in the last verse, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So you do not want to be cast into the lake of fire. You do not want to be cast into the lake of fire. So he said, if you do what? How do you keep your name written in the book of life?
He that overcometh.
Bro, you got to overcome everything. Bro, we know, and I know a lot of brothers, the reason why they don't set their house in order, because they know their wife gonna leave, probably leave. They know they children ain't gonna like them no more. They want to have this daddy, this daddy, daughter, daddy, son relationship. But bro, this is not the times we in. We're in the times of setting things in order, bro. Bro, even if you gotta look at it like this, we're not setting our houses in order for this kingdom. We're setting our houses in order for the next kingdom. So even if you know, bro, you have to set your house in order according to the law, statutes, commandments, man. And that's just, bro, I'm gonna just keep it that simple, man. There's no other way, but you gotta overcome. Overcoming consists of you being judged. People saying you can't judge them, you can't tell them what to do. We talking about people in your own house. What it say? Give me one more. Give me Matthew 10:35. This is what you're supposed to overcome right here. And this is just one thing. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and say I've overcame. I have overcame a lot of obstacles. Me, and I can vouch for Captain Jeremiah and the General Hezekiah. We have overcame a lot of stuff being in the truth together, and them brothers helped me overcome, man. Straight up. To where I can set my house in order, and it's more peaceable me doing it. It's more easier me doing it because I already went through the fire. Captain Jeremiah already went through the fire. You got some brothers, they going through the fire right now, but they gonna get past it. Because they enduring, man. When you believe in your house already told you he got you. He got your back, man. But these niggas too scared to rebuke their own wife, man. And he says, if you can't take care of the church, bro, you worse than an infidel. And your house is part of the church, bro. They Israelites, man. Well, go ahead.
It say, the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 35.
Yes, sir.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
So hold on. It says, if you don't know, he says, I come to set at variance. Now let's go to the word variance. Of course, we're gonna go to etymology.com. It says variance. It says fact of undergoing change. It says change, alteration, salakia, doubt, hesitation, indirectly. It says state of disagreeing is it says, okay, it says vary, be changed, go astray, change, alter, transform. So variance is basically when your house says I come to say that variance, I come to make y'all. Matter of fact, I think it's read the verse before that. It talks about the sword. Because that'll help us give a better understanding of it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 34.
Yep.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
I didn't come to send peace. Y'all thought I came to give y'all, help y'all, and send my spirit out so y'all can have this white picket fence family? Hell no, that ain't what I came to do. I came to choose people. I came to pick you up over here. I came to pick him up over there. Right. I might have came and just picked this sister up out of her whole family. Her kids ain't going and her husband ain't going.
Right.
That's just what the Lord do, man. That's that sword.
Hey, he said he came to send division, I believe.
Yeah. I came not to bring peace, but division. Right. That's in the book of Luke or Mark. Go ahead.
It say, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
What does a sword do? It divides. It cuts, man. And that's the other precept. I came not to send peace, but division. That sword divides things. It's talking about doctrinal beliefs. We talking about that really alters and changes things, like we just read in this definition. It says alteration. It really alters things in your house, bro. When you start believing in the scriptures and your wife don't want to believe, and your kids is following your wife, so they don't like you, or it's the other way around. The wife want to believe in the scriptures. Like we had this one sister, and she believed wholeheartedly in the scriptures, man. And it was a sad situation because she was so happy about receiving the word. She was like, oh my God, bro. She came every week And it was just that one time she brought her husband. And when she brought her husband, we was teaching her husband, and bro, we never seen her again. And matter of fact, we seen her one more time after that, but it wasn't at camp. And she said her husband is not down with that. And it caused her to it caused her to go off, man. She no longer believed no more. That's just what that kind of stuff happens. That kind of stuff happens, but that sister should have stayed in her. She should have stayed grounded, man. If her husband wanted to leave because of that, that's just what it was, man. Gotta stay grounded. But this is the kind of thing that Yahweh shot bringing. He bringing us division, man. But go ahead.
It says, for I'm come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
Who wants to be at variance with his father? What kind of daughter want to be at variance with her mother? What? That's not supposed to how it's supposed to go. The mother's supposed to be teaching the daughter how to be a woman. The daddy's supposed to teaching the son how to be a father. But Yahweh said, "No, I came to bring division." Not because he's not down with that. Not because that's not the structure. It's because of the belief, man. He didn't choose everybody. That's what it's simply about. It's not about, I don't want father and mother having children, and now that ain't what it's about. It's simply about belief, man. It's about who he chooses. Right?
He just telling you the truth of what it's gonna be like.
What it's gonna be. Yeah. You can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. But the truth is gonna remain, man. That's right. But keep going.
It say, and a man's foes,
This is the point. Go ahead.
and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
This is what you gotta endure. That's the kind of stuff you gotta endure. And I didn't see brothers endure it. I didn't see brothers fall out the truth because of their families left. Bro, I didn't see, bro, that's one big reason I see brothers fall out the truth is because their wife not down with it, man. That's a fact, man. When their wife ain't with it, bro, they not with it. They not with it at all, man. And that's part of your trial to see if you still gonna be down with it even though your wife might leave. Because, I mean, it depends on how much power your wife got in your house, bro. And it just proves how much power that the woman has in your house, depending on, like, when we bring the word out to you. Bro, we didn't hear brother say, we be teaching him, we be on fire teaching this dude. And he'd be like, oh shit, man, I gotta go. The wife need her cigarettes. The wife need her cigarettes. We on fire teaching him this word. I'm talking about we is flowing through the spirit. And I gotta go, man. My wife need her cigarettes. Bro, hey, bro, come on, bro.
That ain't it.
That is just, it's just not. But that's the kind of stuff that goes on. They not enduring through nothing. But that's what the scriptures tell us to. It says that a man foe shall be they of his own household. Why? It's simply because of the scriptures. But let's go back to the matter of fact, it's more on that. Keep going.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Straight up. If she all in your ear complaining, nigga, you gonna spend time with me. Nigga, you ain't spending no time with me. Nigga, you ain't spending your time with all this time with your children. You start putting that Bible before you put us. Is that Bible even real? Nigga, we don't believe in it. All of that kind of stuff, bro. That's what he's talking about. But go ahead.
It say, he that loveth he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
But it goes to the kids. That's a lot of brothers and sisters. That's a lot of brothers and sisters, man. They love their spouse or they love their children more than they love their when Paul already gave it down, man. He says, who gonna separate the love of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man? He says, shall tribulation, shall peril, shall famine, shall sword. He says, shall angels. He says, and we are more than conquerors. He died for you. Why can't you sacrifice all this for him? A lot of you, it's not
Technically, can't stop me, man. Crazy.
Look at it. Want to able to connect, please. Oh, wow. Block it, man. And the phone trip goes out.